All right, it's about 7:30 in the morning. I just dropped off one of my vans to be serviced, and I've got to walk back to get to my other vans. So I'm gonna record. This is Punahou Street. Here's the van, the green van. That's my first van. From 11 years ago. So I'm going to be turning right onto King Street here, going all the way to Alamona Shopping Mall. There's a guy in Canada, in Ottawa, that has a YouTube channel that he goes for walks and just records while he's walking. I think he said that he wanted to get some exercise and decided to make a YouTube channel while he was doing it. It's called Ottawa Walks. And during the trucker protests in Canada, he got kind of famous because he got interviewed by Viva Fry, who is another YouTuber in Canada, and so he got to shout out his YouTube channel when he got interviewed by Viva Fry, who already had a big following. And then he ran into Viva like the next day, and he was like, "Oh wow, thank you so much, you know, I got like 10,000 new followers yesterday because you shouted out my YouTube channel." And basically he just goes for a walk and records it while he's walking. So we just crossed over Kalakaua, so we're still heading Eva on King Street. So I've been meaning to do this in Waikiki. I need to find, I have a chest mounted mount for the GoPro that I need to find. Because I'm holding this on like the tripod selfie stick that comes with the GoPro 10. Today is the day after Christmas. This park is usually full of homeless people, but they must have just cleaned it up. Somebody on the bench over there. There's another one right here. Might help if I put my glasses on. Looks like there's a gathering over in the other corner. Oh yeah, and there's tents over there on the sidewalk. See the green tent? Oh, and the blue. And there's a tent, a collapsed tent. So this is just outside of Waikiki. This is maybe about 6 or 8 blocks outside of Waikiki. There's not even anybody in there. Just a big pile of trash. State of Hawaii Department of Agriculture. They got some massive trees over there that are on the protected list. They've got little plaques on them. It's a breadfruit tree right there. It's got some little breadfruits on it. Yeah, it's cool, these protected trees. You see the little plaque, and there's a silver plaque on that one over there. They're actually on a list of trees that can't be tampered with, that can't be cut down. And so if they need trimmed, they have to be trimmed by experts. I don't think this thing is working.
No, they don't really work anymore. It's this time. So this one, no matter what, whether you press it or not, will give you a walker.
Okay, cool.
Some of them don't, so it kind of screws you sometimes. So whatever.
Like this bicycle lane. So that used to be where people would park, and then they moved the curb out. At first they made it one way with the same direction as traffic, but then so many bicyclists were riding it in the other direction that they ended up making it two ways. And then it was really confusing because when you're driving alongside there, that's also like after rush hour, you can park there. Those are parking spaces, and so people would pull up behind these parked cars, not realizing that they're parked, and then just get stuck. You'll see the construction cranes over here. Lots of new construction. There's that rail line that's coming in from the west side of the island that's supposed to stop right up here at the mall. And so they're building a lot of new condos in this area. So you see the crane there. I remember this from back in the 90s, but it's still true today that the Hawaiians kind of joke that the state bird should be the crane, and they're not talking about actual bird cranes, they're talking about construction cranes, because all through this area over here by Waikiki, on the west side of Waikiki, called Kaka'ako, there's always construction cranes over here building these high-rises. Sneaky bikes. So that's the bike program here, where they have the little bike racks where you can rent the bikes. Oh, there's one right over there. In a lot of cases, they put those things in where there used to be parking spaces. So they've taken away parking spaces, but you know, the idea of it is they want people to give up their cars and use the bicycles instead. So, you know, they'll take a parking space like this right here, and they'll put in a row, and it'll take out 2 parking spaces. And then you do that multiple times across the city, and you've lost a lot of parking spaces. Parking is already pretty hard to find in the city anyway. Oh, that stinks like fish. Yeah, so there's the bike rack. Of course, you see the homeless taking those things and stealing them. You get the homeless stealing a lot of people's bicycles too. So a lot of times you'll see a guy on a bicycle with another bicycle that he's holding as he's riding the other bicycle. So yeah, he's, you know, probably stolen that bicycle. Or if they can't steal the whole bike, they'll steal your front wheel or your back wheel. And then you see a lot of these bicycles that are chained to a bike rack or something, and it's only the chassis of the bike, the frame of the bike that's left, because that's the one part that they couldn't get unchained. So that's Walmart across over there. There's a white tern, 2 of them. The white terns like to nest in the trees in the city. Looks like they might be looking for a place to nest. They lay their eggs right on the branch of the tree. They don't build a nest. And then the baby just has to sit on the branch while they go out to the ocean to catch fish to feed him. And just make sure you don't fall off. Wow, who's got the light? Oh, it's green that way. Here we go. Yeah, the pigeons are a problem here, man. They're like rats. Just imagine those as rats. Look at all the rats. This lady carrying all her Walmart shopping out to the curb, so she's probably called an Uber. I'm gonna load all of that stuff into the taxi or the Uber. Wow, look at all these people with masks on. It's almost 2023. Oh my God, almost every person in that group is wearing a mask. This is a brand new building. That's the building that the Chinese developer, you know, they had to put in affordable housing, had to be a certain percentage. And the Chinese developer wanted to make a separate entrance for the people who were in the affordable housing. So the low cost housing. So that was Walgreens. Not long after they completed that, then it shut down because they're going to build another high-rise there. They made this fancy, weird-looking building, and then they only used it for like a year. Oh, we got the Mormons. Jehovah's Witnesses. So this is Kapilani Boulevard. And then this is Ala Moana Shopping Center. So the time is 8:04 a.m. So I'm gonna grab one of our tour vans that needs an oil change and take it over to Jiffy Lube. And then hopefully later today I'll be picking up the van that we just dropped off for maintenance. It was just getting the air conditioner fixed. Oh, they got a dedicated spot. Oh, ABC store over here next to the Starbucks. And then there's the post office. All right, that's it.